I was accepted to TJ for the class of 2016, and I'm having trouble deciding between TJ and my base school. Can you tell me some pros and cons of attending TJ? How do I know if TJ is for me?
I'm glad you asked. My name is Christina Ketchum, and I'm a school counselor here at TJ.
And I'm Carrie Hamlin, and I am also a school counselor here.
And we want to share with you some things that students have shared with us. Their thoughts about good things and bad things about being TJ students.
Okay, so let's start off with some of the things that TJ students really enjoy and appreciate about TJ. The first one being probably the most obvious, that it is a math and science focused school. So if you're interested, if your passion is math or science or even computer science or engineering, then this is the place for you. There are so many opportunities throughout your 4 years here, which you'll learn more about as you come here, that will really go into your passions, and there are a lot of unique science and math and technology electives that you can't find at most base schools. So students who really have a genuine passion for these fields really find that this is a great place to work and learn.
Absolutely. Something other that students like is that TJ offers a great education. Not only do we have an awesome math and science curriculum, but we are a comprehensive high school. We offer many foreign languages, and a lot of them are not ones that you can get at your base school. And we have a lot of collaborative cross-curricular classes. For example, in 10th grade, your English class and your World History and Geography 2 class are taught together. And we offer something like that at every grade level. So it's really a wonderful opportunity to get experience in different areas. And the teachers are all wonderful too. They're experts in their area, and they're really wonderful and supportive.
One of the things that TJ students will be first to answer that they love about the school is the community feel and the school spirit here. You haven't seen anything until you've experienced homecoming at TJ.
Definitely.
The costumes and the pep rallies. We have a pep rally every day of homecoming week. We have a huge pep rally on Friday with skits and musical performances, costumes. Everyone dresses up every day. Even the teachers and the principal dress up. So there's just a lot of camaraderie around homecoming week. Alumni come back for the football game, and you'll just find that the creativity is just so strong that week. And not only is it strong during homecoming week, but every sports team has a spirit week where they dress up in crazy costumes.
We have dances all the time.
We
with
do.
fun
We have
themes.
sock hops all the time. Just a lot of really fun bonding school experiences. Even IBETs, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, even IBETs have spirit weeks. So it's just really fun and a really spirited place to be.
Absolutely. And something else that kids really like is 8th period activities. We're very fortunate that we have time built into the school day for you guys to participate in clubs and activities. So during 8th period, you can do an academic endeavor, such as talking to your teachers and making up tests and quizzes. Or you can participate in one of our many clubs. To give you some examples, we have a cappella singing groups. We have Model UN. We have Biology Olympiad. We have Cliffhanger Media Project, where you make a feature film from scratch. All kinds of things. And if there's something that you want to do that isn't already happening, you have the opportunity to start your own club.
It's true. Our 8th period activities are just really fabulous. Another great thing about TJ, and definitely a pro in the pro category, is the IBET experience here. IBET, as you'll learn, stands for Integrated Biology, English, and Technology, and it's 3 courses that you will take in a given day, a red day or blue day, that are together. So you'll have the same group of 25 to 27 kids in each class, all 3 classes in a row. You will find that these will become some of your best friends at TJ. You spend 3 classes in a row on team projects, studying for tests. You'll form study groups with these people, and your teachers will really get to know you. Teachers meet weekly. IBET teachers meet weekly with the counselor that's assigned to the IBET, so that we can talk about any issues that are going on in IBET, any problems our students are having, and celebrate successes also. So you will really find that it's almost like a school within a school.
Yeah, and a lot of people call IBET the safety net, and kind of helps make the transition to high school and TJ a lot smoother.
And we go on field trips. Everyone always loves a field trip.
Definitely. So if you find that you're struggling in any of the classes here, we offer a lot of academic support. Not only can you use the 8th period time, like we mentioned earlier, where you can go visit your teachers and ask questions and get help, but you can also get a peer tutor. We've got several avenues for that. And you just find that there's a lot of time available to you to get the help if you need it.
Another great thing about the school is that you will find yourself in a place where everyone is like-minded. Mrs. Ketchum always says that
you have found your people.
Everyone here appreciates learning just like we know you do. Everyone here takes school very seriously, and they really enjoy learning. They have a true hunger for learning. And that you can always find that at base schools, and if so, you have to kind of work to find that group of peers. But here, everyone is like that. Everyone loves to learn.
Yeah, and kind of along the same line is that we have a student body that very much embraces diversity and the unique talents of you guys as individuals. So, you know, here we celebrate people who are a little bit quirky. We have people come from all different kinds of backgrounds and different cultures, and there's a club and activity for every single background and culture. We have kids who are chess champions. We have speed skaters. We have wushu masters. We have fencers.
It's really a place for everybody.
Definitely. So if you're looking for your niche, TJ very well may be that place.
Okay, so on this next slide, we have some bullet points about things that our students have kind of complained about through the years. So we call it our con list for coming to TJ. And you'll notice that the first bullet point is the same as the bullet point on the previous slide. It is a very math and science focused school. If math and science and by extension computer science technology are really not your true passion, you might find it kind of stifling here because you don't get a lot of choices to take classes where you might have a passion. Let's say humanities or art or business are one of your passions, you're going to find those options somewhat limited here. We've found that students who really don't genuinely love math and science and technology tend to get burnt out by junior, senior year, and they just are kind of sick of the emphasis that's placed on those classes.
Another thing that we hear every day about is the long commute. Some kids are coming from as far away as 2 hours one direction every day. And so a lot of times, you know, you can use that time to sleep or catch up on your reading, but many times because the commute is so long, it takes you away from other activities you'd rather be doing. And so it really becomes grading. We have had students leave the school based on the commute alone. So really keep that in mind when you're trying to make this decision.
Another obvious con for some people about TJ is the workload here. You know, we have 7 academic classes, and although you have PE in 9th and 10th grade, by the time you become a junior, you're going to have 7 challenging academic classes, likely with several APs in there. So the workload is very intense here at TJ. It's going to be a tremendous amount of more work than you're used to at your base school, and a lot less busy work. You might be used to doing a lot of busy work in your classes. That's not the case here. Teachers really work hard to make sure that all their lessons and activities, homework and projects are meaningful and useful and really help you to master their field.
They want you to become problem solvers and good thinkers, so the activities will correspond with that.
At TJ, you'll find that you can't get by anymore just by memorizing, which you probably could do in base school. You really have to learn the material, or you will find yourself struggling academically.
Something else that we hear a lot about is stress level. Kids find a hard time balancing academics with sports or other activities that they like to participate in. We also get a lot of complaints about the lack of sleep. You know, if you're going to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock right now, you may find that you're having to stay up until 11 or 12 until you kind of get used to the routine and learn how to work more efficiently. Kids stress about grades, maybe because the classes are more challenging, you didn't earn a grade that you're used to, and that can be difficult to handle as well. So the stress level here definitely can be a challenge for some kids.
One other thing that is kind of a con is that the TJ diploma offers very little flexibility in selecting your courses. It's a very structured four-year plan. There's very few opportunities for you to make a real choice about something that you're passionate about. You might, in order to take an activity, say orchestra or band for all 4 years, that might mean having to go to summer school. And some students have to drop orchestra or band or something that they really love in favor of an academic course that they're also passionate about. So the good news is there's something to be passionate about here, but it might mean giving up something that previously brought you a lot of joy.
And that kind of leads into the next bullet, which is you may end up sacrificing activities and free time outside of school. We hear a lot, oh, I used to play in the youth orchestra, but I had to give it up when I went to TJ. Or, oh, I used to take tennis lessons, but I had to give that up when I came to TJ. That, unfortunately is part of how it works. If you need the time for academics, then you may have to let go of something that you used to do.
Another little known fact for 8th graders trying to make a decision is that you might want to keep in mind that a great number of students here at TJ find themselves in need of tutoring at some point over the 4 years. This can take place during 8th period, as we mentioned earlier, but a lot of students end up hiring a private tutor so that they can stay on top of the amount of workload. We know that you're all smart enough to come here, you all got in, but there are only 24 hours in a day, and when you have 7 academic classes, sometimes some of the balls will drop, and tutors end up making some money off of TJ students.
Definitely. And something else that we worry about and students complain about is the pressure to accelerate. We're a very collaborative environment, but it's also competitive here. Like we mentioned before, you may not get the grades that you want, and so kids put a lot of pressure on themselves to continue to achieve and to move on to harder and faster classes. A lot of kids also come in with the notion that going to TJ and accelerating quickly is my guarantee into a competitive university, which unfortunately is not the case. There is no magic formula for getting into any particular university. You just need to do the best that you can. But certainly going to TJ is not a guarantee to any school.
Okay, if we haven't given you enough food for thought at this point, and you'd like some more information to help you make the best decision, a great place to start is the TJ Liaison at your middle school. Every middle school has someone, probably the person you turned your application into, who manages students that are transitioning to TJ. So they might have a great perspective to share with you, or might be able to put you in touch with someone here at TJ.
Yeah. We also recommend talking to friends or siblings of friends who are current TJ students or have graduated from TJ. They've been there, they've done it, they can tell you the good things and the bad things.
We hope you're all planning on attending registration nights at TJ on your assigned date, either April 24th or 25th. There will be plenty of counselors on hand and as well as teachers to kind of talk things over with you and help you come to a better decision. But we definitely would like to see you and are happy to talk this over with you at registration night.
And another good resource is your cluster's PTSA representative. And if you're not sure which cluster you're in or who the rep is, you can go to the link below and you can figure out who you need to talk to. It's a good perspective from a parent whose student is currently attending TJ, and they can tell you their perspective.
Okay, great. Thank you. That will help me make my decision.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. I hope it was helpful, and please feel free to contact us with any additional questions.
Good luck.